running time is 80 minutes.
Okay. It's 80 minutes. And when did it come out?
Last week.
Oh, okay. So it still has like a ton of time before it actually almost hits streaming services and then gets taken off. So you, I think maybe a month or two. I'm assuming. I don't really know how long nowadays how movies kind of still stays in like theaters, but
I
depending on
know.
how sales is, it's like
I
it'll
know it
either
was
be
a
up for
short
about that.
time. I know it was a short time before The Wild Robot, another movie that I saw, also was sent to streaming services.
Like, was it just like purely underrated, or just like nobody watched it, or just
Well,
it's
it
kind of
seems
weird.
to be a success. So successful they just decided to put it out.
Eh, sounds about right. I wonder if animated films are more likely to be streamed first more than live action. That I don't know.
If you've ever seen Empire of the Sun, I would love to do an animated remake because, well, let's face it, we need more heartfelt animated films, and I think that Kensuke's Kingdom has inspired me
Hmm.
to make it.
So you're talking about it's another historical drama, right? By Steven
Yes.
Spielberg.
Uh huh.
Gotcha.
I want it to be animated in the style of Don Bluth, and I do want it, and I don't want to pull any punches, and I want to tell the story as earnestly as possible.
Let me see what this is about. Um, Wait, yeah, that's the same thing that we talked about before. Now I think about it, yeah, we literally talked about that. The whole thing about that. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now. I just need a refresher. But yeah, we literally talked about this while he was on, like, in the car. What about like Jim goes to like a privileged and wealthy British family to experience like the harsh realities of war from like the 1987, right?
Yes.
And then you said you wanted it kind of like a animated, but not like try to find an animated studio that would kind of pitch it.
Yes.
Which I remember that's the part where we had trouble on trying to find that and trying to kind of cast it. Now I remember, yeah, because that's where it left off. Because like one of the art, the at, yeah, one of the actresses was Christian Bale. Okay, because yeah, all right. There's no definitely need to go over this one again because yeah, we talked about this one already. Can I
Yes,
say
we.
any other ones then, or is that just still the only one that you've been thinking about? Because I know it seems like you love like historical events.
And sometimes I like to do futuristic and science fiction things.
Hmm. So something that's like distant future, and then something that's not like too far, but probably in the early 60s, 70s, 80s kind of realm that you like the most.
And I'd like to have it. I know I'm doing a show set in the 90s.
But yeah, in the 90s as well, running in the 90s. Um, now to think about it, what is one of your favorites from each era of movies? Like, what's your favorite like film or one you
Um,
want to animate and why?
30s to 80s.
30s, 30 movies to 80s. Hmm. Jeez. Okay. And from that era, what which thing stands out the most?
To be honest, I don't know. And please, less questions, please. I do not wish to be overwhelmed.
I know you're not meant to be overwhelmed, but it's my job to also do this. So unfortunately, that's kind of how I have to do it. Okay. I'll try to ask less, but again, this is my job. All right. So I'll try to ask less, but remember, this is my job because I can't sit here and just ask like the 80s, 90s questions. I have to kind of make sure you're good. So to that, let me try to find something over here. Let me kind of look back about what we talked about before, so that way get a little bit grasp of idea.
Sure.
All right. Now I think about it, since you talked about overwhelm, let's give you some questions about overwhelming. Then,
It's like my mind can handle so many things that when I get overwhelmed, I want to relax. And then when I feel energized, I come back and answer them as best as I can.
hmm, okay. And one thing I definitely notice is when you get asked too much at one time or too much after back to back, that is when you start to feel overwhelmed. Is that it?
A little.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what would kind of help you with that, so that way you don't kind of feel when it comes to being overwhelmed, because that's one of the things I actually have in my notes right here about what we got to work on. So I'm just seeing from, at least in your eyes, what has helped you to overcome being overwhelmed.
Um, Calming myself.
Okay. All right. Let me just try to find some things, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep asking you, and you're gonna probably not be happy about it. So let me go ahead and try to find something. Right. All right. So let's see. Another thing. So when you get overwhelmed, do you take deep breaths by chance?
I do.
Okay. Um, because that is definitely one of the things, is to pause and take deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed. This can help calm your nerves and allow you to focus better. Uh, and then, of course, you said about something about pacing yourself, um, but not like pacing like left and right, like to like walk left and right, or is it like you kind of just like time consume yourself?
Time consume myself.
Okay. All right. That's actually one of the perks to actually help you out. Like, there's a time limit. Don't rush. Work at a comfortable space and give each question the attention it needs without dwelling too long. Um, and then do you kind of, let's see. This another thing is like breaking it down. So take a question one at a time. Focus on just that singular question instead of thinking about how many more are they left. um, when you're asked like a few questions or a questionnaire, do you focus on just one, or you try to answer to everybody?
Sometimes I try to answer everybody.
Okay, so that is good. Answering everybody is good, um, but definitely try to at least try to do one at a time. May take longer for you to kind of get that done, but also that's how you won't hear like your name a thousands of times, and then you forget what this person asked, what that person asked, what this person asked, because eventually that will happen. So kind of just focus on one at a time, even if it's hard to. Just one will do good. Um, let's see. All right, let me see if there's anything else, if I can find it. Let's see. Another thing is limiting the wrong answers. Try to narrow it down for your choices. Cross off options that are clearly wrong, and focus on the ones that remain in one. With that being said, does that feel like you ever have like problems when it kind of has the wrong answers and stuff like that? Like, do you still feel overwhelmed when like the answer's not right?
Maybe a little overwhelmed.
Okay. So probably, if anything, try to like talk about it or talk to amongst yourself. before you do do a questionnaire and eliminate like the wrong answers. Like talk about it just like a little bit, even if it takes a little bit longer. All right, let me see if I can find anything else. All right, all right, all right. All right. Let's see. All right, so this one is multiple choice. Let's see if you can answer this one for me and see how you re-answer it. Which of the following can help reduce feelings of feeling overwhelmed? Procrastinating tasks, avoiding all responsibilities, breaking tasks into smaller steps, or ignoring stress.
Ignoring stress.
That basically can help, yes. Um, and then let's see. Here we go. We already talked about this, but now it's time to kind of hear it from you. Is how does deep breathing help when you're feeling overwhelmed?
Relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, one time when I was sick and I wanted to rest in bed, I wanted to listen to some ASMR. Like I wanted to listen to some ambience to soothe my feelings.
Okay, that actually does help out quite a bit actually. I think he's was you say like you listen to like rain or something like that.
Or oceans.
Okay, yeah. So it's rain or oceans. Okay, anything that would kind of do stuff is kind of going to be better when you have deep breathing. Okay. Um, let's see. Go for another. What do you think is a common sign when you feel overwhelmed?
When I feel overwhelmed, like when I feel
Yeah.
really irritated.
Okay. Um, so mostly when you feel overwhelmed, you get more irritated.
I feel overwhelmed, I get irritated. Hmm.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. I was just wondering because
Yes, I do.
okay.
Yes, I think I do.
All right. That's actually kind of a normal. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, you do get stressed, irritated, and a little short tempered. It's pretty common actually when sometimes it happens just because everything's coming at you at once and you don't know what to do. So another thing, here's the answer choices: is either increasing focus, feeling motivated, trouble concentrating and decision making, or excessive relaxation.
Relaxation.
Okay, so that's one thing that would actually help with feeling overwhelmed. Now, what is thing that is a common sign of feeling overwhelmed, though?
When you start to feel uncomfortable, if not irritated.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's trouble concentrating and decision making. So that is one of the things. Let's see. Let me see if there's any
Sure.
other things that I could do. Um, how can setting boundaries help you when you feel overwhelmed?
Boundaries feel when you feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like I just want to go out on pace. Walk, walk, and walk, and walk.
Okay. So that's actually a good way to kind of help when you feel overwhelmed. It's just kind of either walking away from the, not say walk away from the true problem, taking a breather and kind of remembering like you're still at the present moment. So that's pretty good. The answer choices are is that it allows others to help with other tasks. It gives more responsibility. It protects your time and energy, or it increases your workload.
Or rather, I'm just a simple guy. I want simple answers.
Hmm. Okay, there's that too. Yeah. So simple answers. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. So I'm trying to make this to where you don't feel almost more overwhelmed. So I'm trying to like ease off on the questions because I still have a lot, but obviously I want to make sure you're good. Uh, let's see.
Perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Right.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Let's see.
Huh,
Which of the following
fair
can
enough.
help you reduce
You owe
feelings
me
of
an honest
overwhelm caused
duel
by
when you
too
aren't.
many tasks?
You know,
Multitasking, procrastination,
you might be a
prioritizing
perfect
tasks,
fit
or
for a
consistently
certain
checking on social
exclusive,
media.
unsanctioned
Take a
dueling
rest.
organization.
Breathe in and bring out. Breathe in and bring out.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
That's pretty much
Excellent.
good.
Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're
Will
going
you
to need
pause?
to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be
pausing does
clever
help
enough
as well.
not to get caught.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you,
your video
Sebastian.
paused.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh.
Good.
Oh snap!
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Fuck
I
you.
can-
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your
Hang on.
performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Are they doing construction over by the other
Till
side?
next time.
I'm trying to make sure my connection's good. That's it. Can you hear me though?
I can still hear you.
Like, can you like see me move or anything like that?
I can still see you move.
Okay. I guess I'm back then. It's been a loop glitch or something. That was weird. All right, that was weird. Let's see here. All right, let me refresh everything. Let's see. What is the following can help you sleep better when you feel overwhelmed? Drinking coffee before bed, following a regular sleep schedule, using electronics in bed, or overthinking about tasks.
Definitely not coffee.
No way.
Anything else?
Well, I was saying that for the following, it was either like drink coffee before bed, following a regular sleep schedule, using electronic devices, or overthinking about tasks.
We're thinking about
That's okay. So when I was going about the question, it's like which of the following can help you sleep better when feeling overwhelmed. So I don't think overthinking a task can help.
playing in bed helps.
Playing with the
I-
task.
Playing with a game would be
Oh.
would be a good way to get your stress out. Some games are like stress relief.
Yeah, some games do help you do that. There's actually a study that some games that I guess to say first-person shooters and kind of like more adrenaline-based games can keep you wide awake and have
Professor
more like
Ronan tends to
dopamine
go on
to
a-
you, while calming games
the less-
that are maybe sometimes puzzle games can help you relax.
Simulation games could help you relax, especially if you're a passenger on a plane or a ship. Or a
Behind
train.
you. There is an open seat
That
here.
can. Like,
Thank
there's
you.
so many simulations. There's bus,
Hello,
truck,
I am Nettie.
train,
So
even
you
market
are the new
simulation.
student.
Do you feel like
Have
you
you
ever
met
play any of
Professor
those type of
Ronan
games?
yet?
I've played train simulators in the past.
Shall we begin?
Never
Welcome to year
actually
5 of
considered
charms.
about
Now,
playing
this
it,
will
but
be
I
a
always found it-
crucial year
I'm actually
in your
surprised that I find
education
it
on the art
complicated.
of charm work.
Did you
But
find it
I
ever
am
complicated playing it, or
confident that
just
we will take
bad?
home with the passion and rigor
think I just
requisite
read it.
of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth chart?
know exactly what you're doing. So that's
Anyone?
pretty good.
Anyone?
Alright.
Hmm?
Think.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Round.
My,
Which
the
activity
summer months
is
must have
not
really taken a toll on you all.
recommended if
By the
Taking
looks of
breaks
it,
regularly,
you all spent your
exercising,
holidays
overloading your
practicing
schedule,
Obliviate on one another.
Taking breaks, exercising, and talking to a friend.
Do you even remember how to perform a
It's
basic
definitely-
summoning charm?
Good for when you feeling overwhelmed. And I think the one that's for not
Well,
feeling overwhelmed
It
is
seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and
You got
take
the ones
positions
that
on
are
opposite
good. That's
sides
good.
of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are,
How
and
can
take
making
turns
a
summoning
to-do
them
list
out
help
of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership,
you
Miss Dale.
complete certain
Thank you.
tasks.
Get into place now.
I don't know if I asked if whether or not you have a to-do list or kind of a schedule by chance. I say, I know for the writing, it's just whatever happens, happens. And you kind of just do what you do. And then most days, it kind of
That is not bad.
feels the same because you're just at
You
home.
are a swift learner.
But when it comes to like
I see a
different
lot of
tasks that you
potential,
gotta
but
do,
remember,
do you feel like you ever
potential
forget
is
it,
nothing
or
without
do
practice.
You feel like you just kind of
keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Okay, so
Very
there
good,
may be no
everyone.
need for
That's
it
enough of that.
then, unless it
Well,
kind of
as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking we might have ourselves a little excursion
Alright.
outside for
well,
a spot of
we're
fresh
done with
air.
at least the overwhelming.
After
not
me.
overwhelming, yeah, overwhelming questions. So let me see about other ones here. Alright, so we're gonna take it back and kind of go with what your last questions.
I've always found that fun
something
goes
that
hand
won't
in
get you
hand with
overwhelmed,
mastery,
something that's
as I'm
pretty
sure
much
the
how we
Quidditch
kinda
players
normally
amongst us would
so-
agree.
So,
So,
in
what
1977,
better than a bit of
we
sport
became one of the highest
put our prowess with the summoning charm to the
Rocky,
test,
Star
right?
Wars New Hope, Jaws, or
Star Wars.
right? Which director is responsible of 1972 classic Godfather?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Got it.
So
And
why don't we
Jaws,
have our
who
new
played the
student
role
start
of
us
Chief
off?
Martin
Hmm?
Broadly?
I feel like I know his name, but I can't put my finger on it.
Shaw,
Cast Accio on
Richard
one of the fleets and relinquish him.
Richard
Roy
Dreyfuss.
Schneider.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles up,
let's see.
that's it. Happens to the best of us.
Which 1976 movie tells the story of a small-time
Excellent
bouncer who
control
gets a
there.
shot at the world?
Rocky.
Yep. Which film
Very good.
won the
Points
Academy
to
Award
Gryffindor.
for Best Picture
Well,
in
there's certainly no
1975?
sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Jaws.
Miss Onai, would
It was
you
either
care to give our
Chinatown,
new student
Dog
a bit of a
After-
challenge?
All Day Afternoon,
Come on up.
The Godfather Part 2, or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
You'll be the blues just as before, and
I'm
Miss Onai,
thinking-
you are playing red.
One
Clear?
Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes, sir.
That is correct. And who directed the 1979
Let
film?
us begin.
Ridley Scott.
Yep. Which actor starred as Travis Beaky in Taxi Driver?
Robert De Niro.
Let's see. And Apocalypse Now, which actor delivered the famous line, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning"?
Martin Sheen or
That is how it's done.
Marlon Brando.
I believe that's it. In 1971, movie of a Disney crime film director by Steve. 2001, A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, THX, 1,138,
Very good.
or Logan's Run.
Accio.
Run. No, that was A Clockwork Orange.
Very good.
Got it. What's the name of the shark hunting boat in Jaws?
I forget.
Oshina,
Let us make
Money,
this a bit more
Barracuda,
interesting, shall we?
Kraken.
Nothing crack.
No.
Oshina.
So,
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
which movie featured a young Al
I'll say.
Pacino in
Enough
Michael
chatter.
Cole?
Focus now. You will need it.
Godfather.
This round settles it all.
Watch this.
In 1973, horror movie is about a possessed girl and her exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Yep. Who played Han Solo in Star Wars?
Harrison Ford.
In Chinatown, which famous line delivered by the character played by Jack Nicholson?
Forget Jake. It's Chinatown.
Yep. In 1970
how
film
it's done.
starred Al McRae and Ryan O'Neal as Marcus.
Ryan Reynolds. That I don't know.
Splendid.
Either Love Story, Paper Moon, The Way We Are, or Goodbye Columbus.
Paper Moon.
You got it. Alright. Which actor played the role of Superman in 1978?
Christopher Reeve.
Well done.
Who directed The French Connection, a movie about a drug trafficker?
Not sure.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Let's see. And 1975 thriller featured a mechanical shark terrorizing the beach town.
Jaws.
Yep. Which actress won Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in?
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the
Take
way
that.
out.
Yep.
Well done
Which
back there. You took the
1974
loss in
starred Al
stride.
Pacino
Didn't
as
want
a
to go too
whistleblower
easy
cop.
on you. Took me weeks to become proficient
that I
with
don't
Accio.
know.
Took weeks for me
The
to
Godfather
get
2,
anything
The
right
French
when I
Connection,
transferred here.
Maritime
The
Man.
It
Godfather
gets
2.
easier, I promise.
Yep.
Supposed to learn that one.
That's good to
Which
hear.
1979
It's a lot to take in
film
all at once.
depicts
To
the
put it
Vietnam
right
War
here.
and includes a famous scene
I
set
remember how
to
I felt
Ride
when I
on
first
Valkyries.
arrived.
Apocalypse
I
Now.
transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother
Which
received an
film
offer to
does
teach
Gene Wilder
divination
play?
here.
Willy
Willy
Before I
Wonka
Wonka.
and the
knew it,
Chocolate
we
Factory.
had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a
1971
new
film
country.
of Clint Eastwood as a vigilant cop Harry Clapham.
This may seem
Not
an odd
sure.
question, but is
Dirty
magic
Harry?
the same there as it is here?
Yep.
Mostly, yes. But I
And
did have
Rocky,
to learn
what
how to
city
use a
is the
wand
movie
when I
set?
arrived here. Hardly anyone at
Pittsburgh.
Wagadu uses one.
You can cast
Right.
spells without a wand.
1972
Oh,
film
yes.
features a group of men
I
on
find
the dangerous
wandless magic
Keno
to be much
canoe
more
trip in Georgia.
instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I
In
must
Long
admit,
Goodbye,
however,
Vanquishing Point,
that I am growing quite fond of using a wand.
Deliverance,
It seems very
Papillon,
dramatic.
Papillon.
Papillon.
Is Wagadu a
So-
castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is
In
Mountains of the Moon.
1977, Woody
It
Allen
is not so
film
much a castle
won
as
4
a
Academy
beautiful
Awards,
edifice
including
carved
Best
out of
Picture.
the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it.
Good
The mist
picture.
was so thick
I
I could
really-
hardly make out anything at all.
Manhattan,
And then it
Anna
just
Hall, Sleeper,
materialized before
Love
me.
and Death.
Either
This
Manhattan or Annie
enormous
Hall.
school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Definitely one of these two. But which
Is
one?
Wagadu
Manhattan.
much bigger than Hogwarts?
That one it is.
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school
In
in
Saturday
the
Night
world.
Fever, which song
yes,
became iconic during
bigger
the
than
dance
Hogwarts.
sequence?
But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to
dancing.
me. It always felt like
It
home.
was either Staying Alive, Disco Inferno, or
It's nice to
Staying
learn
alive.
about another wizarding school.
Thank
Yep.
you for asking. I do miss
What was the first
Wagadu,
title of the
but
Star
I'm
Wars
glad to
movie?
be here at Hogwarts.
Just Star Wars.
Ah,
A New Hope
I
theme
think
coming
Professor
for
Ronan
later.
wants to talk to you. Better not
Yep.
keep him waiting. Until next time.
Alright. Who played the character of Nurse Ratched in One
Of course,
Flew Over
you
the
can
Cuckoo's
use
Nest?
Accio on
I know her
humans
name,
if
but I
you're
forgot.
so inclined.
Jan Fonda,
You'd be
Louise
using
Fletcher,
it on clothes.
You
Ellen,
wanted to speak
Louise
with me, Professor?
Fletcher.
You
I
know
did.
we don't work on humans.
I trust your first
and
charms
which
lesson lived up to
1979 movie
expectation?
features
Well,
George Miller
an outdoor
Mad
competition
Max
wasn't
franchise?
exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
Just
What
Mad Max.
charm is there in the expected?
Basically, yeah.
Miss Onai is a
Alright.
talented
So
witch.
we got all
Take it
that
in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor.
Let's see.
It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor,
Alright, so we
though
basically
I
know
sense
what
that
the
she is a
questionnaire
bit
right there.
distracted of late.
Now we got 3 minutes
Now,
left.
Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Now I think about it, coming from, and I was just guessing it, now I think about it. You still feel bad about, like, kind of messing up lines, or messing up kind of the thing about when you were being an extra, or you kind of over that?
A little over that.
Okay, so it's just at the moment.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're definitely over it. When it comes to that, because I knew it like wasn't like too much of a big deal. It was just again like at that time frame, and you already know like your game plan to kind of get back to it and just be better at it. Then
Of course I do.
all right. All right. Well, let's see. It's like my other client is already in my other meeting already. And alright, so now I'm done with my questionnaires. Are you basically good? Nothing else to talk about? You're good?
I'm good. Nothing else to talk
Alright.
about.
Alright, so otherwise I'll see you next Tuesday then.
See you next Tuesday. Goodbye.
Alright. See you later, Jake.
At 9. Bye. Oh. Finally. Hi. I hope you don't mind me, I hope you don't mind me, the fact that you might have overheard a few things. Ugh. Am I overwhelmed or what? I know.
Revelio.
Coming after you. Ava, I get so tired.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Here we are at the greenhouse. different from the movie.
Let me know next time. That's all.
Revelio.
I wish the Percy Jackson show had a memorable theme, don't you? The theme we got was boring and might have been a little bit like the Avengers. Although to be fair, I haven't really paid much attention to the Avengers theme.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Dude just separated.
There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Pages here. It's just right there.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! A flying page must be around this. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken
Reparo.
statue. It's allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I wonder where this is.
Do you think it's possible to spend time?
Hello, looking for...
Revelio.
I thought potions required precision, but transfiguration makes potions.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Wish we could go to the Quidditch pitch.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
I see you're used to
Not
the
much
heat.
for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at. But if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Quite a few hamlets outside of Hogwarts.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss On Eye. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy.
He's crazy.
Eyes. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you. Accio!
I just love Hogwarts at this
And
time.
here we are. It is
It
hard
was-
to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are
I just
certain to
love
find everything
Hogwarts
you
around
need in
this
Hogwarts.
time. Because everybody's so open-minded. Not like the Slytherins and Harrys here. They were a bunch of assholes.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
You're just close. goes into...
Pushing a plow is good, honest work.
Let's explore first. More. Oh, that's so cute. The dancing cotton candy. What did I get here? Oh, I think I was like in heaven when I visited Honeyduke's in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Revelio.
I want everything. God.
Revelio.
Game.
Merlin's blooming beard, not a gem. I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. might be the one. Here, take it.
It's just like Harry getting his first wand.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
Now there's only 2 pages left.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
All 8 pages.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potion.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty. Revelio. Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Leviosa. Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Accio. Potato.
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I left him! Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way!
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Revelio.
Oh,
Accio.
a moment if you would.
I will see what he wants.
Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Accio. Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Revelio.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Lady sounds like a dude.
Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now.
No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Revelio.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.